Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever out of order Pokemon A to Z episode, because I had kind of committed to doing a different episode, and then you were really busy on the weekend, and then we barely managed to reschedule for today. My co-host here, Raymond, say hello.
Good morning, guys. It's Raymond.
Good morning. Yep. Good
morning
morning
for me. Good afternoon for Electric.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
It depends on what time and people are watching this video. So now we're including everybody.
I mean, the video releases at 10 p.m. So yeah,
Good
it's the 28th
guys.
episode of Pokemon A to Z. True fans will note that I already recorded the Pokemon A to Z episode for Friday. By true fans, I only mean my co-host Heaven. I don't know if this is going to be a particularly common thing, but at least I managed to avoid making an episode by myself. Today we are covering, like we said, Pokemon that you're experts on. One Pokemon you used for 3 weeks. Bombirdier, I believe, which is named after that one construction company. And then... you were saying something about having some sort of form of experience or lack of experience with Toxtricity. What were you saying about it?
I think I've dropped it twice, so I've got some good use out of it. Typically with Boomburst stuff. I don't know if we're going to do that this week or not, but it's an interesting mod.
Definitely an interesting mod. It's pretty solid. It's got the funny ability that makes it take reduced damage from sound moves. I ran it with Ampharos, because it also has the ability plus, and Ampharos also had the ability plus, though I think I ran the other one with the ability minus because it was a Trick Room team, and it was okay.
We're definitely cooking there.
I don't think I'm running that set this time, for several reasons.
Thank you. I'm glad we don't have to bring that up the ladder.
I think that was a 3-0 episode.
Okay, then maybe it deserves an encore then.
The problem was that Zangoose didn't really fit into it, more so. But no, I think that this is a punk rock team. So, do you want to take us through...
Punk rock's definitely the default.
Toxtricity. So, I mean, it's got 3 abilities. Now, in singles, this Pokemon was an absolute demon in, its first generation, when it first came out, at the start of Gen 8. I had this in a season. I think I went 22-5 with it. It came to basically every game, and every game it got at least 3 KOs, every single game that it came.
That's impressive.
It was an absolute monster. Even the semi-finals game that I lost, it got 3 KOs. Because I was running the Shift Gear set, I was running Sub, I was running whatever the hell I wanted. And, its physical move pool is pretty good, and you can combine Snarl with Punk Rock to hit ghosts, but also with Technician to hit ghosts, but hard.
Yeah, this mod can do a lot for sure.
When Clang's in the generation, plus will be better. Yeah, I mean, this Pokemon's kind of just, quite good. Overdrive is very strong, because it hits both Pokemon on the other end, and it's boosted by Punk Rock. There's no way.
This Pokemon's an incredible nuke. I feel like the poison typing is kind of an add-on, right? It's got amazing electric type and overdrive. Yeah. It's got the boom burst things when you're next to a ghost, and it just happens to also be a poison type, so it can do great things in the fairies.
And grasses, which I think are maybe a little bit more relevant for the electric type. The cool thing about its poison typing, and then you can Terra Ghost, you can Terra Normal with Boom Burst, is that then you make it difficult to be threatened by Fluttermane, which is pretty solid. Though I think the physical set is better into Fluttermane, which is why when I played a draft game against Fluttermane, I brought physical, not special. But I think generally the special set is better. I kind of wish I'd done the 2 Toxtricities different, because they do have different move pools. It's just they have the same stats and ability, because I really do like the Shift Gear set. I just don't think it makes any sense. And this is the one with Shift Gear, the other one doesn't have Shift Gear. Sorry, they do have different abilities, sorry, that's a lie. It has minus.
Ooh,
significant change.
big game changer.
I forgot that they buffed plus so that you didn't need the other ability to be minus. But it's fine. It is a bigger power boost as well, which is cool. But yes, not really that relevant when we don't have good plus-minus users. I don't think we got bonus ones in the coming format, right?
I had no idea that it got buffed, honestly.
I mean, it got buffed in Gen 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you were saying. I didn't know.
In Gen 3, I'm pretty sure you had to have both plus and minus on the field. You couldn't have 2 pluses or 2 minuses. So,
that's the way I thought it
this
worked.
is no new Pokemon. So none of the Pokemon in the DLC have plus or minus. No Clangang. To be honest, I can't even think about what has it besides plus and minus in that dex. Yes. Manectric. That was meant to be plus, not minus twice. So there's Clangang, there's Manectric. There's literally only Clangang, Manectric, Plusle, and minus.
You have some very inspiring Pokemon.
Next DLC, we need legends, or at least new Pokemon that have plus and minus as abilities. That's what I'm asking for. I just want to do it, you know. Give us like some magnet, Probopass style Pokemon that have plus and minus as their abilities.
Preferably a little bit better. A tiny bit better than Probopass, preferably.
I don't need them to be better than Probopass. I was using Ampharos Toxtricity, you know. But yes, so sure. This Pokemon tends to have very good synergy with the move Throat Spray. Sorry, with the item Throat Spray, because you basically always want to be clicking sound moves, and then you get more damage. Yeah. And its typing is pretty good. Now, I don't think it's bad. I think the Shift Gear set is not super convincing to me, because you really just need to be getting damage. Like, you're already using your first turn as a setup turn to get that Throat Spray off. Having 2 setup turns is very challenging. I found when I was using Shift Gear, even in singles, I was really tending to run Life Orb over Throat Spray even on special sets, just for that consistency. And also often because I needed to like Fire Punch a Ferrothorn or what have you.
Yeah, the coverage helps on the when you have mixed or physical. This Pokemon is kind of a fan of Tailwind, which Bombirdier is able to set. Tailwind. Not the best in the format.
Is there anything else this Pokemon does? It does Taunt, which is good. I think Sub synergizes pretty well with Pokemon in this sort of niche. It's got Encore, which kind of makes sense for like band Pokemon, or like musician is probably the word I mean.
I guess you can Trailblaze, but I've never seen it done before.
You can click Acid Spray. I literally used Trailblaze last season.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I have not personally done before. I have seen it done before.
You telling me you haven't? Into a Grass Resist Fairy as well. I still 2-hit KO'd through the Grass Resist Fairy. Metronome, of course. I mean, it's got a bunch of okay moves. I feel like most of the time, Snarl really is the main lower tier option. Oh, Helping Hand isn't bad.
I didn't realize it had Charm. It has support moves, it just doesn't have... It hits so hard, you don't end up running its support very often.
It's also not particularly bulky. Like, it's at that, like, average bulk, where if you bulk it out, it takes hits relatively well, but if you're not bulking it out, it doesn't take hits particularly well. Honestly, I think it's not a bad Pokemon to slap an Assault Vest on, looking at it, and like the way that its typing is, because if we look at Toxtricity, we see that it has 2 weaknesses. And this type...
I feel like it's also at that average attacking stat, though, where if you don't have an a boosting item, you end up doing like 40% or like 70%. You know, you end up doing that breakpoints that don't 2-hit KO or 3-hit or 1-hit KO, whatever you need from it.
Yeah, I mean...
You know, it's kind of middle of the ground offensively and defensively, so it needs the item both ways. I wouldn't mind doing Assault Vest. That is an interesting set for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I'm considering. Obviously, we have to have a team at large to make that sort of decision. And then, speaking of Pokemon that have 3 stabs, in this case being that Boom Burst, Overdrive, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is such a good move, in Draft especially.
Yeah.
Poison is incredible. Where is Tox? I meant to look at these Pokemon earlier. I know that we have like a very low Bombirdier, and it's getting to put in work because it's priced. I think 4 it is. Was it? Yeah, 4 is a bit low.
That's crazy.
It should probably be like 5 or 6, but I'm really glad to see it putting in work. So I don't really have a problem with it being a bit under tiered. And then Tox in 11. It's fine. I don't know if it's an 11-point Pokemon. I think it's really easy to pick up in like 9 or 10. But I think I would struggle to justify taking it over something like Grafaiai or one of like the slow Galars.
I would take it at 10. I would take it at 10. I really enjoyed playing it with I had a draft with 2 ghosts. I just picked up Toxtricity.
I think if Grafai and Toxtricity were both in 10, but I feel I like Grafai is pretty good. Tox is super fun though.
Sure.
I mean, like I had a really fun season with it last season. Was it Vegemite? I think no, Zangoose was Vegemite because it's poisonous. I just remember that me and LS coordinated, and all of our Pokemon were named after the things from the A to Z of Australian coins, because they released like collector coins with one thing from A to Z. Though I will note that the X was Xantip, which is a rural locality in Western Australia. But most everything else was pretty iconic, and I cannot for the life of me remember what Toxtricity was. Lamingtons. Lamingtons. Do you know what Lamingtons are?
I do not.
They're a type of cake that we have here in this lovely country called Australia. Quite nice, quite nice.
It's pretty good, actually. I might have to go just for the Lamingtons.
Look, you know, I'm more than happy to have you over here. You'd be like the 3rd person in the server I've met in person.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be an honor to be 3rd.
Yeah.
Are you taking Assault Vest here?
Sorry, I'm thinking Assault Vest, though. I probably want to look at the rest of it. Yeah, sorry, no. But speaking of Pokemon with 3 stabs, because of an ability, here's another Pokemon with 3 stabs because of an ability. These 2 abilities are okay. This Pokemon, this ability is like, damn, I want to Terra Flying against the opposing Zapdos Galar. I cannot think of anything else in the current format that drops Pokemon's physical defense stat. I think this ability would be really cool if it protected your special defense stat as well. Like, I would be 100% down for a Big Pex buff that prevented either of its defense stats being lowered.
Yep.
And then, yeah, Kenai. There are some matchups where you kind of want to bring Kenai, but most of the time, not as much. And then adding Dipplin. Also, this is one of the 2 abilities they combined to make Blood Moon. Or whatever the Blood Moon Luna ability is called.
Yeah. And this is probably the one that matters a little bit less compared to the Scrappy. But it is part of Blood Moon's ability.
It's not good, but it's fine.
Yeah. Not a negative.
What's the ability called? I can't remember. But I find it's very funny how many people have no idea that Kenai has this ignores the evasiveness stat text. I think I remember seeing someone, I think it might even have been Wolf, say, "Oh, and Ursaluna's got like 3 abilities combined." It's like, no, it's just Kenai and Scrappy. So yeah, this Pokemon is honestly pretty bulky. I remember using this in a singles Ubers League, and I ran like a bulky Scarf set, and it like was able to take a hit from their Uber and then KO back as a result of being able to get 2 attacks off. 103 attack is not bad at all. 60 special attack is pretty irrelevant, but there may be a point where you want to run it in draft. Does it get Power Gem? Yeah, it does. There's probably a point where you want to run that in draft. I can't think of what it is, but there's probably some point. To get Nasty Plot? Yeah, it does. You can probably use that at some point. But yes, I really, really, really like the good stabs. Also had Dueling Beat.
All the good moves on this.
No, this Pokemon didn't actually have Dueling Beat, right? I think this is one of the ones that got in the DLC.
I would imagine so.
I know that like 3 Pokemon had Dueling Beat. I don't think Bombirdier was one of them. I know Kilowattrel was. I know Roaring Moon was. I think Slitherwing was. Maybe Bombirdier. But yeah, I'm not sure. But yes, Brave Bird knockoff is definitely DLC, unfortunately. All the DLC moves here are going to throw me off. Does it... Oh yeah, Sucker Punch, that's right. Sucker Punch, and then Rock Slide is the classic. So this is definitely like the set that you see pretty frequently in terms of its offensive package, and Tailwind is... Yep, I say commonly. You don't commonly see Bombirdier, but when you do see Bombirdier, I think it tends to be Brave Bird for the main stab, brain forgetting words, Sucker Punch for priority, Rock Slide for flinch.
It learns knockoff.
It actually learns knockoff.
Yes, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I've used that before. It learns on level 53 in Scarlet and Violet.
Yep, no idea. This DLC is going to throw me very off. I think I've seen someone click Stealth Rock with this on ladder.
Wow,
I know I click Stealth Rock instead, in singles. No.
Yeah.
This Pokemon has such a wide array of items that it used. Loaded Dice Rock Blast is definitely something. It also lets you hit both Dueling Beats. Just not the first one. It does look like it actually learns Dueling Beat as well. What a weird mon. So my thoughts are, apparently it sees 15% usage of boots in VGC, mostly because of a very small sample size. I think that I'm probably leaning towards this.
I can see that.
Give this mon Stone Axe. It's much funnier. Like, it actually
The
drops
lower tier-
rocks, right?
Yeah. We'll beat out Rock Slide.
It's probably something like this. Apparently there are like a whole bunch of spreads. Most of them are not super refined. I'm going to favor this random person's one because it looks like they've put thought into it, and that's really all I ask. Yep.
What kind of Pokemon we're looking to answer with the rest of the team?
I have no, like, everything. So the first thing that comes to mind is, while both of our Pokemon are offensively quite good into Urshifu, we probably want something more to allow it to take it well. So what is our last move here? So there's definitely the option of Snarl. There's definitely the option of Terra Normal. What's sorry?
I was going to say that if I had a default, it would be Snarl.
I mean, Volt Switch obviously makes a lot of sense on a Assault set. Terra Blast can make some sense if there's a particular Pokemon we're concerned about not hitting. I know exactly who that would be if there was a Pokemon. And it rhymes with Blandurus.
Okay, that's one of the options.
So that'd be like Terra Blast Water, I think.
Do you want to go with that Terra Blast option or Volt Switch and get out of there when we see a Landorus?
What? I have a concern about trying to Volt Switch into Landorus.
Well, on the teammate, ideally.
Unfortunately, the Landorus tends to be running not Protect, and then the other Pokemon tends to be running Protect. So, my thoughts are something like this. Crank that special defense. Run what we consider to be a pretty reasonable amount of speed. Let's go for 1 point faster than Bombirdier, because that's what I've said. And probably a little bit more special defense, and then just kind of like a cursory amount of... Probably just 4 defense is fine. Something like this is okay.
Like it.
We lose our ground weakness. We don't get a a better ground matchup. So we could like do flying. Could do.
Well, if we're trying to hit the Landorus, I think we do the. As long as we have the Terra Blast, I think we go with something that can hit Landorus, right?
Yeah. Well, the other thing about Terra Flying is it
flying,
hits Amoonguss super effectively. But like Sludge Bomb hits it okay.
Yeah, and we have the Brave Bird if we want to use Bombardier to beat Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's true. We'll pretend that Bombardier beats Amoonguss. That's a great idea.
We can do a good 40.
Yes, sure. I love that. I'm down with it. So, Toxtricity has very unsurprising main partner Pokemon.
And those are?
Fluttermane, Chiyu, Urshifu, just good Pokemon.
Good Pokemon on the team won't hurt.
it turns out.
So,
is there an interesting ghost type outside of Fluttermane?
Do you want to search for it?
Sure. I was more thinking... I mean, I know there's your least favorite ghost type.
What's my least favorite? Ceruledge? Yep. Not a fan of this mon from the couple weeks I played with it.
I remember building as Mox pretending to be you and Ceruledge absolutely popping off. The problem is you didn't run Scarf enough.
Didn't run Scarf, okay. I always wanted a Swords Dance because I always felt like it wasn't getting those immediate KOs.
Yeah,
but then Swords Dance would get me bopped by like a foul play from a support mon and it'd be painful.
That is the issue. The problem is that you need to kill the partner Pokemon. No, it's definitely a very skill intensive Pokemon, and you had a team that wasn't anywhere near as skill intensive outside of it. Yes, a Sinistcha, Trevenant.
It was probably the hardest way to win on my team was to try and win that way.
Could be
the easiest
Spec.
way was Dragonite.
Could be Annihilape, actually.
Yeah,
like
I used to
Annihilate,
Annihilate.
and then add Grimmsnarl onto the team.
Do we worry about our speed tiers are pretty similar then, right? We're going to be at
What, 75,
our
82, and 90, and then 60?
Oh yeah, I don't know if we need. I don't really know the meta too much. Do we need something?
I mean, we probably want a fast Pokemon and a slow
Tailwind
Pokemon in the last two. Or we may, like, just skip the slow Pokemon because we have Grimmsnarl.
Yeah. Or we can just be bulky.
Yeah.
Okay. So we become a screens team now.
Yeah, I mean, we have an Assault
Bombirdier.
Vest, Toxtricity, and, like, a bulky-ish Bombirdier.
Yeah.
We could do Rock Blast loaded dice to Rock Blast our own Annihilate.
I'm interested in trying that. And we can run the Annihilate a little bit slower than Bombardier. I think that could work.
Probably want to run a faster Bombardier in that situation. And
Yeah.
maybe a little less max attack out of it. Look, I'm just saying, if we're planning on hitting our own Pokemon, we may want to do less damage to it. So something like this, and then hit like that 123 on Annihilate. And then I always tend to just default to the funny nature.
Yeah.
And then probably pretty heavy on the physical defense.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty tempted on this team to... Okay, well, that's just not working until I put moves on it. I'm pretty tempted to say Ice Punch, Rage Fist, Protect on this set.
Okay. Unopposed to it.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, likely Prankster, Reflect, Light Screen, Terrorblast Water now, right? Yeah, cool.
We're gonna have to at least hope with our Landers matchup. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. I mean, I'm not super worried about Annihilate having a bad matchup into it with the current set. Probably Terra Fairy.
Well, that too.
And are we thinking Citrus on this now that Bombardier is loaded dice?
Yeah.
So yeah, Grim, Reflect, Light Screen, and I think it's like Sucker and Fake Out maybe. It could be Spirit Break, it could be Dazzling Gleam just to break Sashes. Grim doesn't need offensive investment to do much generally.
Yeah. I do kind of worry that Bombardier is not the most consistent Tailwind setter, so Fake Out wouldn't hurt to help it get a Tailwind up.
It's very true. The question is, do we want to be leading Grimmsnarl and clicking Fake Out?
It is a pretty passive lead.
Yeah. It doesn't really... if we're running Mono Sucker Punch, it doesn't benefit from Tailwind at all. We may want to have a separate Pokemon paired with this team, which maybe plays a little bit more into that sort of composition. I think at this point, I just kind of want to run Spirit Break.
Yeah.
I don't dislike even trading out Sucker Punch for Putting Shot.
Yes, it's a team that can take advantage of pivoting.
Yeah. And of the stat drops, right?
It's also a double dark team, so I don't think we're going to struggle with ghost types.
At this point, I'm not particularly concerned about struggling with ghost types.
So, Party Shot, no Sucker.
The thought process with Sucker was more just Trick Room.
Okay.
And now a Terra on at this point. I don't know if we should be Terra Rock on Bombardier. I think it stacks well. And then we resist Boom Bust.
That's a combo.
It's not a great one, but it's, it is one. I don't know what Terrace this runs. Probably Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Grass.
If we are tearing it, we're gonna wait for a good time.
Yeah. We don't have Taunt, but that makes some sense. This Pokemon apparently does not tend to run Taunt. Misty Terrain sees 5% usage. I love some Pokemon. And just Prankster is such a weird ability.
You can save our 8 from getting burned. But I don't think we need it on this team.
We could Terra Fire, but I don't know if that is a concern.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a concern. I was just saying the Misty Terrain would...
Yeah. So fast Pokemon.
Not that fast.
I mean, it could be this fast, you know, it could be like bundle or...
Yeah. I don't know if it's well on the
Soon.
screens team.
Ah, yes, the triple dark team. Ah, yes, the triple dark team. These Pokemon are all weird. Inteleon doesn't get focus energy right now. Could be Nasty Plot Dawn. No, we already have Bombardier. We could be... No, it's also a dark type. Why are all the fast Pokemon dark type? Like with like any bulk.
We're looking for anything out of this one besides just fast.
We could do like any of the photosynthesis or other ones. Could do like a Calm Mind. Oh, actually, what about an Espathra with
okay.
like stored power Calm Mind?
Okay. Okay. I can get down with this.
I think it's generally like Terra Fairy, Dazzling, Protect, and then
Speed Boost. Get our stats up.
Yep, Speed Boost is what I meant. Definitely Speed Boost. And then like item wise, Sash is not an unheard of option. Though I think we probably want to go quite bulky, so maybe a Pinchberry.
I can try Pinchberry. I think it's better than Sash. If we're going to be using this Mon to not get O-Code.
Yeah. If we're trying to win with this Pokemon, we generally want it to not die.
Yeah. If we're bringing this Mondo matchup, hopefully we're tearing it.
I mean, it may not Terra.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like a Psychic type is often fine. But I think something like this, where we have a lot of physical defense investment, is probably pretty good. And we often don't need to invest in speed, because that's what Speed Boost does.
Yeah,
right?
I think we can naturally outspeed with base 105 plus 1 or 2 speed boosts.
We could do... like, I think if we had more than one physical attacker, I would consider not doing the stored power and then doing like a Lumina Crash set, but we don't have any.
I thought you were going to suggest that, but we are pretty physical leaning at the moment.
Yeah. So the next thing I think is to kind of look at one of these sorts of Pokemon.
Okay.
And
the good one.
Like Pokemon that are fast because they have the broken item.
Yeah.
Like I guess Sandy Shocks, but we're gonna have another electric type. Our team is kind of covering a lot of weird types. Actually, we probably want a better Urshifu check at this point than Annihilate.
Okay. What kind of Pokemon are the checks to Urshifu in this meta?
Amoonguss. I mean, most Pokemon. There are a lot of Pokemon that check Urshifu. They're all like, okay, there's Gyarados, Dragonite, Dozo, Gastrodon. I've seen some...
either Gyarados or Amoonguss goes well with our setup sweepers right now, right?
Yeah, Gyarados isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna also have setup on it, or are we gonna...
I have a temptation to run the support set.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you whether we run Dragon Dance or a like Protect or Terror
Helping Hand
something.
Or what?
I don't think this is a Helping Hand team.
We don't need.
This is like the main move you want a Helping Hand is Drain Punch.
Yeah.
So
what is it between Dragon Dance and Protect?
That should definitely be
For the most part.
I think Terra Blast is also fine. Would be like Terra Blast Flying. And if we're not running Terra Blast Flying, we're probably Terra Grass. This is also good because it gives us a Heatran check.
I think we can go Protect. Do you think?
Sure. I mean, I have no problem with any of them. I think they're both fine options. Now, we definitely want to be...
times we're not up against...
What, sorry?
It's going to be good in the times we're not up against Urshifu. The Protect.
Yeah. I mean, Dragon Dance can also be fine in those sorts of situations. Apparently...
I'm sure there's merit to all those moves.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty reasonable considerations. This is a spread I've stolen, therefore it must be correct. So...
Definitely easier than making our own.
I mean, I did make my own Grim. And Annihilate. And Espathra.
Yeah.
And Bombardier. No, I stole the Bombardier, didn't I? I don't remember.
Time to put Bombardier on a ladder.
I did steal the Bombardier, but we changed it to be faster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit this episode, so welcome back, people. I am sorry.
We're here, we're on the ladder.
We are gonna ladder. I can get game 1, or you can get game 1. I remember that you had a lot of fun with Timer.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to think about, it turns out, when it's your first time seeing a lot of these mons, or knowing what kind of items they run.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This is a weird team.
Indeed.
I have no idea if that's a Shifu Dark or Water. I hope it's Dark for our Annihilate's sake. Gosh, we're very, well, I guess we have Tox, but the Tox doesn't, it's only clicking Overdrive.
Yeah.
So, are we leading Grim Tox, sorry, Gara Tox?
I was gonna say, I like Gyarados in this game. I like Gyarados on lead.
I think in Gyarados, Toxtricity with Bomb and... Is it a Spathra?
A Spathra is good if gold doesn't come, but I don't know how likely gold is in this matchup.
Seems pretty spooky. We don't have Sucker
Maybe not
on
a Spathra
Grim.
then.
I think it's Annihilate and Bombardier.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that too.
Yeah, gold game.
Yep, okay, good thing we don't got an Spathra in this matchup then.
We led the anti thing for it. Dude, I don't know what's happening here, which annoys me. I think I want to Overdrive and taunt the Iron Hands.
Yeah. I think Overdrive is decent damage. I
really
do think one of these
mods
mods is set up, right? One of these mods is in the Swords and Answer Nasty Plot here.
I think that is accurate. I can't taunt the Goldengo. I could waterfall it.
We have something in the back if they end up nasty plotting.
Well, mons are probably slower than them.
Yeah.
I can't Thunderwave it though. I could waterfall it instead of taunting it.
It's up to you. There's merit to both.
Okay.
It could be fake out nasty plot, so maybe waterfall. He did not opt to nasty plot.
That is the weirdest Make It Rain play I've ever seen.
He predicted some kind of switch.
I don't know. It's Citrus. He Drain Punched the Toxtricity. What?
What is going on in this game? Can we take those? That's for damage.
Well, I think we just Overdrive and Waterfall again, right?
Yep.
Do we Terra Grass ever?
Yeah.
I think we Terra Grass.
It would be... Yeah.
I am
trying to do
entirely clueless. I wish that crit had KO'd so we got slightly more damage on...
Okay, good Terra. What? Just like that, you showed me how to play this team. You just mind control your opponent into clicking Make It Rain turn 1.
Okay. Look, Toxtricity is broken. What can I say?
I think there was some mind controlling going on there.
God, I really need to edit this video. I don't want to leak my team. Or I can try and play Jordan before tomorrow.
We can see if we can schedule him. Is he back from vacation?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
Ursaluna,
game 2.
Trick Room, Fluttermane, Urshifu. Do we have our taunt? Gyarados is the taunt mon.
We do have taunt, it's true. This is not a Trick Room team. This is a team that has Trick Room on it. I think we still lead Gyarados and possibly still Toxtricity.
Yeah, okay. I can get behind that.
I think we might bring the same back Pokemon as well.
Well, let's see.
Of Annihilate.
There's slightly more merit for Ape in this game, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, we brought Annihilate last time, so...
Oh, yeah.
I think the other two just kind of suck in the back.
Yeah, there's no sucker on this.
I feel like Espathra was a bad pick. It's fun. Maybe it just is too much of a commit when we already have these other Pokemon we're committing to.
Yeah, I can get behind Ape.
I'm so confused. Why do people keep doing this? So, do we Terra Grass Thunderwave the Annihilate? Not the Dragonite? and
Annihilate?
overdrive.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can get behind that. I can get behind that play.
I think they're gonna fake out the other guy. No, they faked out the Gyarados. That's annoying because now they can. They Stomping Tantrum crit.
Stomping Tantrum.
What? I hate this, dude. The game is over.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So am I rock blasting this Dragonite?
Yeah. Rock Blast and what are we doing with this guy?
The Iron Hands.
Okay, that's our play. Waterfall Flinch.
I mean, what else is our play?
Yeah. He's gonna hit us if we get some chip off. I think Rock Blast Waterfall.
I'm assuming this Bombirdier KOs Dragonite. If it's banded, which I think it is because it clicked Stomping Tantrum, it's probably switching, yeah.
I think we could have tried to switch in the dragon or the ape on that turn 1 if we tried to predict the fake out, but
I probably should have waterfalled the slot. Oh my god, we got the flinch. Simply too good. So we just sucker punched the Flutter Mane, right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And go for another flinch?
Do we ever switch out, or that's the only play we're doing besides flinching, right?
Why the hell would we switch?
We just flinch, okay.
I mean, we're grass type, right? Okay, they're gonna Thunder punch. Flinch, 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 flinch. It didn't die. That's cool.
But we're bulky.
I wish it Tailwind. Like, we really need this Flutter Mane dead.
Yeah.
I wish we'd done slightly more damage previously. Because I don't feel like Sucker Punch would KO through Terra, but it might. I think I'd just go for that Sucker and Waterfall play still.
Yep. Double down on the same thing. Okay.
This is going to click Outrage.
And he's going to bring his fake out back in.
Oh, he still has a 4th Pokemon too.
If only the game was a 3v4, this team would be great. Okay.
Ah, I wish I had Tailwind. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have to Tailwind here. And Thunder Wave the Urshifu.
Yeah. You played your routes. This might be our out.
What the hell? Do I actually die? No.
No, he just really wants to be a dark type.
I mean, so we have to protect the Gyarados and Drain Punch the Urshifu.
Yes.
Why are we protecting Gyarados? That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, for you.
E-Speed.
E-Speed, yep.
Right? E-Speed Gyarados. Yeah.
My brain is on and off at the same time, but Drain Punch isn't a KO. I think we have to double and call them switching Dragonite.
Well, isn't he going to hit the ape? Or do you think it's an E-Speed and
I think it's locked into E-Speed. I think it's banded.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the... Oh, wait, never mind. The hit's not going to do anything. Yeah.
So I'm going to go for the double, because I think it's our only out.
Okay. Think he's not going to E-Speed the Gyarados?
He E-Speeded. Can we crit the Drain Punch? Or Para, I guess. We parried.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to switch the 8, the 9. He was going to switch one of these turns, right? That's rude. Why can he do it if I can't? They don't have... No, they have Terrid. They have Terrid. So...
Finish off the hands before it gets an attack off?
Do you think we're faster than D-Knight?
I don't know enough to say.
I have no idea. If we Ice Punch and we're faster, we win.
Okay, I'm down to try that.
I don't think we win if we're not faster. We are not faster. Maybe if it was like a Giga low roll, but...
Well, yeah. If we hit the hands there, the D-Knight wouldn't have killed us in 2 because of the Citrus Berry.
That is true.
I think we had to hit the hands there. No, I didn't know enough about that before.
I feel no, that's true. Like I thought they would click Outrage.
Tough.
I don't know why they
had
clicked
that move.
There must be Terra Blast last.
If they had Outrage, it was over, right? Yeah.
Well, if they had Outrage and we were faster, we won.
Yeah.
That
was a surprisingly close game.
We did not start in the front there. The Paras probably helped.
Paras are part of the game. We played around them.
I mean, we ran Thunderwave, right?
Yep. So
Right.
it's completely justified to get 2 full pairs.
Let's see how game 3 goes. I really need to remember to edit this video.
I'll try and send you a reminder. Do we think we can make this? I'm gonna look at the matchup and I'm gonna try and make a spot through work because I want to see this mon do something. If they have more than 1 steal, okay. Articuno. I like our Bombardier offensively. I think we can rock blast here.
This is definitely a Bombardier matchup. Is this a
Yeah,
Bombardier
I like
and
our-
LA Bleed? Is this a Bombardier Grim?
Protect the Bombardier. I think the goal could be to protect the Bombardier. I like
Sure.
Tox.
And then
Back
bring
to it.
in Tox and Espathra?
What's the spot they're gonna do in this end game? Be good against 8?
Like, just gonna win, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I like it more than Gyarados, so yeah, let's do it.
okay. Now, this is an annoying start. So are we going for the immediate Terra Rock Blast into Garganacl?
Can
Combined
we hit
with
the?
Parting
Do
Shot?
you want to hit the Abomasnow, or do you think Abomasnow is gonna protect?
I have no idea what Abomasnow is going to do. I think
we should
Garg
hit
is
the
going to win the
Abomasnow
game
here.
if we don't kill it. But I can do it
Okay.
into Abomasnow.
Yeah, I think Abomasnow might try and set Veil because they're stupid. I don't know. I'll be playing around them being dumb here, but
Are we Spirit Breaking? I mean, no, where you speed time, min speed Abomasnow, I think we should Reflect. Or Light Screen.
Yeah.
Definitely Light Screen.
that's great.
They protect.
If they protect here, I made a mistake. I made a mistake there. That would have been some good damage.
It's
Yeah,
always
we
the
then
good
have-
damage you don't get, right? And then
They try
I
and switch
just
in the ape
Spirit
in that
Break.
slot.
I don't know, like
The
20.
Spirit Break cover for the ape switch into.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's certainly switching to Rock Blast because their team is hopefully.
Why did that live? That's really annoying. We keep getting 4
Yeah.
hits. So I want to switch Bombardier and Spirit Break the Abomasnow again.
Yeah, if we can protect this, I'm good with that.
That's annoying. They body pressed. Interesting. So I can
Okay.
Overdrive and I can Reflect or I can Spirit Break. I think it's Spirit Break.
Yeah. Reflect's not doing much here.
I'm really glad they didn't Soul Cure.
Body press there is definitely good for us.
That's pretty good damage.
Yeah.
Not enough,
respectable.
but pretty good. We don't have.
I think we should have hit this guard turn 1. I think you expertly analyzed that we need to kill the scary Pokemon.
Yeah, often those are the hardest to deal with. I think I'm going to
Yeah.
Parting Shot the Volcarona and Overdrive
Okay.
into a Spathra. That's bad. That's really
That's
bad.
bad.
I'm still going into a Spathra.
Yeah.
It doesn't get the speed boost this turn. That's right. I forgot about that. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb the Volcarona and Protect.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna Soul Cure this spot, right? So
No,
at
I
least
need to.
we're-
Like, I need to Calm Mind, but I really can't afford to.
Maybe next turn. We can
Yeah,
get
this
faster this
Garg is a real problem.
There we go.
It's probably the funny ability as well. Well, they target it with both of their slots, so. I want to Sludge Bomb and Calm Mind.
Yeah, we gotta Calm Mind, right? It's the only way we're looking at this end game.
Yeah, Dazzling Gleam just doesn't do anything. We need it to not take damage.
Next turn we get faster.
Oh,
Next turn we
Poison's
start
quite
out.
good. I thought there would be Covert Cloak.
Toxtricities. very impressive here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sitting on the field. It's very difficult for them to contest it.
Yeah.
I want to...
Are they going to double
Sludge
protect
Bomb
here? Or
and
not?
protect.
Are they going to double protect, you think, or not?
I don't die this turn, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I want to protect the Espathra because it gets its berry.
Okay. And Sludge Bomb, we can get back in the Grim, probably.
Sludge Bomb the Abomasnow and protect. That's a good position.
Yeah. Excellent position.
And we've got that extra speed boost for stored power.
Articuno has the snow boost right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're both
Yeah, but
special
we're both
attackers,
special.
but you know,
Yeah.
it's true. That's
Well,
an accurate
trying
statement.
to think about the end game.
I think I'm stored powering this Articuno.
Yeah, Articuno first.
Ah, it is Snowveil.
Hmm.
That's
We
right.
got one more attack off. We can choose which one we want to kill here.
Unless they have the thing. Dude, Snowveil. So I think I potting shot it then? Or light screen? Dude,
If they have double protect, is it?
I don't have an
We're just playing around them
impactful
not having
decision.
it?
I think I light screen and I stored power the Garg. It's definitely recover last.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Oh,
they
yeah,
should
yeah.
protect that.
And now we have a Rock Blast in the end game. We can clean up with this featured mod.
It dies to Blizzard.
Oh, we're not faster. Okay.
No.
I guess it makes sense. Articuno would be fast.
So I'm gonna potting shot and rock blast.
Yes. We just pray they're slow Articuno.
No, I hope that we live. We do live. Do we hit?
Oh.
No, we do not hit. That sucks. I mean, I just potting shot again because maybe Grimmsnarl can do it when they're super debuffed.
Yeah.
I should Sucker Punch as well.
Sucker, yeah.
I should be Spirit Breaking, not potting shotting. No,
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
need one less. I still need to take less.
You can. The Spirit debuffs too.
I missed the potting shot. So now that they're outside of snow, surely they will miss their blizzards, right? They have freeze dry. That's not even to a care. I think if we had that stored power, we won.
Yeah.
Certainly, if we had that
I don't
rock
think
blast,
it's
we won.
much here. Yeah,
was-
the Rock Blast, any of those moves that would have hit would have been huge.
Yeah, and if we hit the Garg turn 1, I think we also won. Obviously, we got
Pretty close
somewhat
games for the
lucky on
team,
that
though.
poison proc on the Volcarona, though I think it was not massive. I mean, it meant
And we brought both the featured mons, so that it's a win in that. It's a win in that respect.
yeah. I mean, I think we brought them all 3 games. They're pretty good. I think they're both very
Yeah.
good Pokemon. Bombirdier, like, just has the right stat moves, and Toxtricity is a Pokemon that is just strong. Like, I mean, you saw it with the Solfest doing consistently, like getting 3 KOs, taking nothing from their. You know, it made our opponent forfeit game 1.
Aside from getting crit with the stomping tantrum.
I don't know how much
Did a
that
great
crit
job.
mattered from the banded Dragonite, to be honest.
I think it hurt extra that we got crit by it.
Yeah, I mean, we just called the wrong Terra that turn. If we'd gone for the Terra Water, we would have been in a strong position still. Or we could have switched in Bombardier from the back. Gyarados is
Yeah.
quite good as well. Gyarados is probably a Pokemon that I'm slightly underusing in this series. It's a very,
Interesting to see in draft too.
what's right?
It's a flexible mod.
Yeah, really good in
Interesting
draft.
to see in
Really
draft.
good in draft.
I saw the support one pop up a lot more into the even non-Urshifu matchups, which is interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, the support one is really good at making certain Pokemon pop off. And I think that's cool. Like, any Ghoster you pair with it's pretty good. It was fun using Espathra. Obviously, we ran into a really weird matchup for it, but it also took a weird matchup for it to be able to work.
Yeah.
I need to remember to edit this video. It's always fun making a video with you as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. It's always fun to be on.
Yep, and thank everyone for watching. Goodbye.